Hello ladies and gentlemen, Eric Hurst back with you. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the end of my Mage arena run. We had an audio issue with that recording, but I can tell you that I lost pretty quickly. It would have only been a one-match video. We went up against a Warlock, and we were pretty handily in the lead, but he had a late-game Lord Jaraxxus play, which totally took control of the board, took control of the whole game, and he ended up outlasting me and beating me when he only had about 4 health left. So, it kind of stunk, but I'm sorry you don't get to see the end. My prize was I got a pack of cards that I had a bunch of cards in, and then I got, I think, 50 gold and about 60 some odd dust. So, not to cheat you on a video for the end of the day, what we're going to do here is we're going to probably work on my daily quest. You can see down here, my daily quest today is Shaman or Warlock victory. I got to get 2 victories with either Shaman or Warlock classes. I got a pretty nice Shaman deck that I am going to probably play with that. So we're going to show you how that works. We're going to try to get the 2 wins just really quick in a row with this remove this deck. This deck is based a lot around spells, and oh, you know what, actually, give me a second here. And, we're too late. I think I forgot to put my Unbound Elementals back in it, so we're going to be okay. We're not going to have everything that we wanted originally. Alexstrasza is a nice card. We're going to kick that back. We're probably going to kick both these back. Hope for a lower minion. I don't know that I really have that many in this deck. Flame Tongue Totem's nice. Turn 1, we have no play, so we're just going to pass the turn. If the board's empty, we drop Flame Tongue. Next turn, we'll probably drop Blood Mage Thalnos. And if we need to clear something, we can Lightning Bolt as well. So that's good. The Shaman decks have a lot of these overload spells. They're the only class that has overload spells. What overload does is you get a card that seemingly does a lot of good stuff for its cost. This is a 1 cost 3 damage. The catch is overload, which means that next turn you get 1 less mana.
I hope you like my invention.
So unfortunately in this case, no, we don't have to. Okay, we're gonna Stormforged Axe here to get rid of that.
Elements guide me.
And as you can see, next turn I'm gonna be overloaded 1 by using that Stormforged Axe.
This guy's toast.
Alright, so he's gonna be a great target for a Lightning Bolt. We're gonna do that same play we talked about earlier. Actually, we might totem here, see what we can get. He's just gonna die to our hero power anyway, so if we can get a nice totem like that, that's a really nice totem for this deck because it gives me +1 spell damage. I don't think we hit her in the face just yet. As you can see, next turn again, I'm also gonna have 1 less mana because of this overload. So next turn I'll have 4 mana, which means I can drop Spellbreaker. I don't really want to. That's not a bad target for Spellbreaker. We stop that from happening. Ooh, but in effect what we can do is we can trade this out. Well, then he's still gonna have a 2/1. I think we do our silence here.
I wonder.
Your magic shall not save you.
That saves us a minion later in the game. Unfortunately, we can't take care of it this turn. So
Elements
I'm going to hit it anyway just in case. Because we don't want to wait and then the next turn have to use our 4/3 to trade out with it. That kind of forces his hand. Where he might now on this turn say, okay, well the obvious move here is to use my 2/1. Okay.
Mind if I roll knee?
Couple options here. we can run out our Earth Elemental to have a nice huge taunt with the 7/8. The problem there is we overload 3 for next turn, so next turn we'd only have 4 mana again. We can run out Flame Tongue Totem and give it Defender of Argus, which I think is what we might do. I thought against it because you want Flame Tongue Totem to stay around. If you give it Taunt, then it becomes obviously the only target for damage. But it's going to have 4 health once we drop Defender of Argus. And then we can use... Ooh, shucks. I think we're going to have to do this. Oh, I feel dumb all of a sudden. We have to leave it like that. Oh no, you know what we can do? Since we're going to kill it anyway. What's the point? We do that. Kill that there. And we drop Defender of Argus down here. That's not ideal because you like Defender of Argus because it gives minions on either side +1/+1 in taunt, so you want to drop it down with 2 things. But you gotta do what you gotta do. In retrospect again, and play position is important. Whenever you create a totem, it always goes on the right side of the board. So I should have dropped Defender on this side because next turn when I bring out a totem, it would have got the bonus for Flame Tongue Totem. In essence, that now doesn't matter because he used his Eviscerate there. So surprisingly, we got a control rogue deck. Going with card draw and clearing the board mechanics. I think this is the point where we might drop down our Earth Elemental. We don't have a huge turn coming up anyway, so in this turn we can drop that down there and get a nice little totem out. See what we get. Our little 1/1. It's fine with me. Now rogues have Assassinate, which is just a base. Yeah, I think he's going to use it right here. Yep. Just a quick 5 mana kill enemy minion. Which stinks for me.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
I think we might throw down. We're going to have to throw down Bludgeonmate this turn just for. Okay. Well, what we do here, I think, is we. Oh, we got 5. Okay, we're going to Rock Biter ourselves so we can take out the Defies later. Drop down Knife Juggler. And drop down Blood Mage to hopefully kill one of these. And that is our luck. He's going to be able to clear the board next turn with no consequence. That's the risk we took there, though. We were hoping his knife would hit just one of these guys, specifically this one. And we just didn't get lucky. That's unfortunate. He's going to clear, if he's smart, which he is, he's just going to clear both these with his 2 creatures. And then I'm going to be left with a Hex in my hand. And just probably Totem next turn or whatever, something I get out of here.
My shield for Argus.
This guy's toast.
I feel like I would have gone and used the 2 damage there. I don't know why he decided he'd rather trade that out than just kill the 1/1 with that one and leave it around. This might be... No, it's not. It's not the time for that just yet. We're going to drop that down. We're going to keep Hex around because it's really not worth it at this point, I don't think, to turn something into an 0/1 taunt. Maybe this one. I think we do it. We're going to do it just because we have the mana. Next turn we can drop Alexstrasza. So he's either going to have to... He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do anything, really. But he could trade both those there, leaving his 0/1 Frog on the field. Which next turn we can hit with our guy and use Alexstrasza to drop him down to 15 health. Alexstrasza's Battle Cry is one of my favorites. You get to set either hero's health to 15. So if you're really low on health, it can save you a little bit. God, he got just what he needed.
Mind if I roll need?
This is a really... I've yet to see a rogue deck like this. So we're going to use Hex again.
Light spanner.
To Northrend!
Oof. So we're gonna have to get something here. Well, obviously we're gonna probably drop Alex Raza to boost our health back up. We're not gonna be able to drop it on him. We're gonna use it just as bait, pretty much. Man, I didn't get any of my good removal. We got 2 lava bursts in here, 2 forked lightnings. Ooh, it's just not our day. We got Doomhammer in here. We were just unfortunate. All right, unless we got Borg 3, which I know we don't because I don't have. I think I can just kill myself here. Yeah, I think. Oh no, I can't because I have to do that. Well, never mind. We're just gonna concede here. Concede, move on, try to do one more. We're gonna go back in my deck and try to see if we can add those unbound elementals back in. Let's back out of here, go to my collection, look at my deck here, and we gotta find those unbound elementals. Oh, no wonder I don't have any unbound elementals. I don't think those are rare. No, they're just common. So we're gonna create. You get to watch how the crafting world works. We're gonna make 2 cards here. We're gonna, you know what? I really wanted an unbound elemental. There's one, and while we're at it, let's make our second one. Okay. So that's good. I'd really like to have Lightning Storm. So we're gonna create that as well. Doing all this just to complete the daily quest, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, we're gonna drop out probably our Spellbreaker. And we don't have much low-end stuff. Probably our Rockbiter weapon. There's no overload on that. We'll go find our Unbound Elemental here. Drop in 2, we've got to find 1 card to drop out for Lightning Storm. What's something we're not using specifically a whole lot here? You know, actually, well, no, Knife Juggler's Knife Juggler, I thought, because we don't have a whole lot of minions in this deck, but with our hero power, that counts towards his ability, so it's not that bad of a card, actually. We might trade out one of our Senjin Shield Masters. Or our Doomhammer's got Overload, though, which is nice, and it's just really nice removal. Ooh, this is tough stuff. We're gonna throw out our 1 Senjin Shield Master. Put in Lightning Storm. There's our clear we were looking for that we didn't have last time. So now we'll see how this pans out in another match. Hopefully we're going to go 1-1 here for this video. If we go 0-2, I will sincerely apologize and tell you why are you even watching me? What's the point at this point? Right, we have a Mage.
Versus Jaina!
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Alright, I think we keep... I think I might throw back Lava Burst as well. I might throw back... yeah, no. We're gonna... Boy, see, the thing is, these are cheap, but really they're mid to late game removal. Silence, 1 damage to minion is going to kill something early on, but you don't want to waste what Earthshot can do with Silence early on. Same with Lava Burst, it's 3 cost, but 5 damage. There's not a lot of 5 health stuff out there early on. So I think we're going to kick all that back. Keep Blood Mage Thalanos, really not for anything but his Death Rattle. And we're going to be okay with that. We have the coin. And he's got a Mana Worm. We're not going to Knife Juggler here because he can just pop it with that. But we might... No, we're not going to do anything. Just passing. Next turn we probably just put out a totem, and the turn after that we bring on our Shield Master. Unfortunate. And in this deck that's full of removal, I've got one non-ideal one, especially for this specific creature I'm trying to get rid of in my deck. Okay, so secrets. That's probably a mirror entity. People like to run those. So if that's the case, we might just want to put out Blood Mage Thalnos. Boy, I don't want to really give spell power to a mage. Screw it. We're gonna drop that. Yep. Boy, if I could pull any of my removal spells out of here, that'd be nice. We added so much there in that little break, and we can't get one. Not one. Card games aren't all about skill sometimes. I mean, deck composition is part of skill, but when you get draws like this, there's not much you can do. He didn't attack, which I think was weird, so I think what we're going to do here is... Let's see, with the mana we've got, we can't do both. We could drop out Knife Juggler.
Put this apple on your head.
I think that's pretty good. He's forced to hit this here. Probably with his mana worm. I think that's a good trade for him. That's a 1-cost thing, trading out for a 4-cost thing. That's a big threat on the board. Alright, that gives him some time here, but he can't just bypass this guy because he's frozen, so he might think, yeah, I can save my minion if I just ping him for 1 this turn and ping him again next turn, but he decided to go against that this turn as well. So here's where we're hoping for some of our removal here. A Lava Burst would be nice to take care of one of these. A Lightning Bolt would also be nice as well. We can drop minions on the board. Okay, no, we don't have enough mana for this just yet. So I think we might Hex his 4/3.
I wonder.
You know, I think we'll Hex his... Should we Hex anything is the question. We can't kill any of it. We could. We could go 3. Okay, we're sending in a frog. We're going to drop down our other Knife Juggler.
Put this apple on your head.
Man, they do not like doing what I want them to do. Next turn, I think it's an easy call here. And what we hope is that it does that and the knives hit both things separately. That'd be a great turn for me. If I could drop that down, do 3 damage to this, and then have the 2 knives from our Knife Jugglers hit both and clear the board. In retrospect, again, board placement important. I probably should have put this Knife Juggler over here because he has to kill this first, which means whatever over here would drop down and get the benefit from this Flame Tongue Totem. That's something I definitely have to get better at, is thinking through board placement when playing as a Shaman especially. Okay, Lightning Storm would work wonders here. Arcane Missiles, he might Ice Flame. Okay, freezing that character. Not sure why that's a great play. Forked Lightning's going to be okay. We can drop Blood Mage Thalnos, hope for some good. This is actually not a bad idea. We can drop Blood Mage Thalnos. Hope for some nice... There we go. Some nice things. I think we drop a totem here as well. Okay, that's great. And now we're going to do definitely 3 damage to both of them. That clears things. Nothing we want to avoid here is a Flame Strike, but in Constructed, you know they have 2 in their deck. They have to. All mages will have 2 Flame Strikes in their deck. If he's gotten it, he will use it. There it is. Unfortunate. But this turn we can drop one of these and a totem. Spell power is nice. We've got 4 damage sitting there. Next turn with 8 mana. I think it's a pretty clear Fire Elemental totem. If he drops something on the table, then we Lightning Bolt it instead of the totem. Which is perfect. Having that spell power totem there really seals the deal for me because I can kill that. I can kill both things this turn without attacking.
You know, take can.
So we're going to drop Fire Elemental, kill this. Lightning Bolt here. That's now 3-5. Clear that out. Table's ours. 3-3, 0-2, 6-5. Again, next turn we got a nice little clearing here. If he drops something with low health, even with medium health, we can use our Unbound Elemental to finish it off if need be. The bad thing about that Lightning Bolt is that it stops me from playing Alex Strauss the next turn to drop him to 15, but that might not be all that important. We're going to have the board. If we Bloodlust next turn, that would be 9 and 6 and 3. Which is not enough to kill him. Alright, 1 polymorph gone.
I'll never tell.
Perfect target for this. Oh, you know what? If it's a mirror entity, we don't want to do that. That's the thing about secrets. You never know what you're going to get there. We gotta assume it's a mirrored entity, which is unfortunate, but I don't really know what else we can really do. We can clear that out and just attack.
What to do?
Sit back. Well, here's something we can do. We can check this out. Okay. Now that we know, we no longer have to worry. So now we know it's an ice barrier. We plopped on our Fire Elemental. We hit, and we bring out another token. Nice. This is where Alex Strauss is going to come in helpful. She just got all that armor. But we can still, regardless, you think you're safe next turn. We got some time here, but no, next turn you're going to take a lot of damage from Alex Strauss knocking it down to 15. So that's pretty simple. No cards at hand, so she doesn't have a polymorph ready. No Pyroblast yet. I mean, she could have, if she draws into the polymorph, that's upsetting, but not too much. We still have, without Alex Strauss, if she chooses to polymorph that, we still have 9 damage on the board. And a Bloodlust next turn. Yeah. Okay. Because that might be vaporized, but guess it doesn't matter. Alright, that's 1 of 2. Thanks for tuning in. I'll probably finish this up on my own a little bit later. Might stream it, might not. I'm looking forward to giving you guys another arena run soon. So that might be the next video you guys see, is an arena run in its hopefully completion, and we won't have any audio issues. Until then, I will see you next time.